Welcome to Module 4, Question Types and Formatting. Click Next to begin the tutorial. PsychData offers many formatting options and question types to customize your survey. Formatting options include rich text, images, page breaks, skip logic, random stimulus assignment, and respondent ID numbers. In addition, there are 4 main question types. All question types are available when you choose to insert a new question in your survey. However, after the question has already been created, there are limits on the elements that can be edited. In this module, we will discuss the various formatting options, as well as the following question categories in detail: multiple choice, free response, matrix multiple choice, and additional or miscellaneous question types. Click Next to continue with the tutorial. You can move directly to a particular section of the tutorial by clicking on the section title. Click Next to continue with Section 1, Format. PsychData offers a variety of formatting options to suit your needs. Some of these options include rich text, in which you can use various fonts and colors, as well as the ability to insert images, page breaks, skip logic, and more. In this section, we will discuss how to customize your survey by utilizing these features. Click Next to continue with the tutorial. Remember, you can move directly to a particular section of the tutorial by clicking on the section title. Click Next to continue with Rich Text Editor. The Rich Text Editor allows you to insert and edit text, links, images, and other formatting materials. This field is often used for adding instructions, URLs, informed consent statements, or debriefing statements. The editor supports the text controls such as font, size, bold, italic, alignment, or lists. Internet Explorer 5.5 or higher is required to display the full text editor and access advanced formatting options for descriptive text. However, participants can use any browser to view all survey materials, including descriptive text and formatting produced in the text editor. Click Next to continue with how to create a rich text editor in a survey. From the Manage Survey page, choose the survey you wish to add the rich text editor to. Locate where you would like to insert the rich text within your survey and click the Add Question or Text button. The Add Question or Text page appears. Select the Rich Text Editor link. And the Formatting page appears. Then type or paste the desired text into the descriptive text field. Copying text from a Microsoft Word document contains large quantities of hidden formatting that you do not want in your survey, which may display a message saying that you've exceeded the allowable character limit or potentially cause unexpected problems within the rendering of your survey on some browsers. Click on the Paste as Plain Text icon in the Rich Text Editor to remove all formatting from your copied Word text, therefore offering the absolute lowest character count. You will need to add any desired text formatting using your own built-in Rich Text Editor. First, we copy or Control-C the desired text from our Microsoft Word document. We click on the Paste as Plain Text button, which is the clipboard icon with yellow T, and we paste or Control-V the text inside the new dialog box, and click OK. Use the Rich Text Editor to adjust the formatting of your descriptive text, for example, creating bold text, underline, hyperlinks, or email addresses. While you can alternatively use the Paste from Word icon, which is the clipboard with blue W, it does a less thorough cleaning job. Therefore, we recommend you use the Paste as Plain Text icon. If you are pasting text from another source such as Word, a notice will appear asking if you want to allow this web page to access your clipboard. Click the Allow Access button. Your text is now pasted in the Rich Text Editor box. You can now add some formatting to your text similar to how you format in Microsoft Word. You can change the font size here. You can also choose from bold, italic, or underline here. Let's bold the title sample survey line. and underline the word investigator in the following line. Let's also underline purpose and procedures, voluntariness, potential risks and benefits, compensation, confidentiality, and questions regarding the study. You can also add color to your text here. Let's change this text to red. Here are just a few other options you can use with Rich Text Editor, such as insert or edit a link in the text, insert a special character, or change the font of the text. You can even insert images directly into the descriptive text. Place your cursor where you'd like the image to appear, and select the Click to View My Image Collection link below the descriptive text box. Select an image that you've already uploaded to your PsychData account. You will learn how to upload images in the next section of this module. Copy the URL for the image you want to insert into the survey, and click on the Close Window link. Select where you'd like to insert the image, then click on the Image button. The Image Properties box appears. Paste the image's URL on the URL line, and click OK. The image now appears within the descriptive text. When you are finished using the Rich Text Editor, click the Submit button. This is how the Rich Text Editor appears on the survey editing page. Now let's see how it looks within the actual survey. From the Manage Surveys page, select the Preview Survey link, and you can see how the Rich Text Editor appears to the respondent. There's another way to add basic formatting to your question or answer text. When you create or edit a question, you can change the formatting with this trick. First, locate the text you'd like to format. For underlining, type the less than symbol, followed by U, and then the greater than symbol before the desired text. Then type the less than symbol followed by a / U and the greater than symbol after the text. You can use a similar formula for italics. This time, type the less than symbol followed by I and then the greater than symbol before the text. And type the less than symbol followed by the /, then I, and then the greater than symbol after the text. You can replace the I or U with the letter B to make words bold. Click the Submit button to save these changes. You can see the text has now been formatted. Now you will learn how to insert images into the survey. Inserting images into your survey is useful for customizing the look of the survey, or if you'd like the participant to identify a picture. You can upload an image directly from your computer into your PsychData account. Images are limited to 100 kilobytes in size, 900 pixels in width, and can either have a JPEG, GIF, or PNG file type. Click Next to continue with the module. Before inserting an image, we must first upload it into our PsychData account. Select the Upload New Images link. The Upload New Images page appears. Click the Browse for Image to Upload button to locate the image file on your computer. Select the image you wish to upload and click Open, followed by the Upload New Image button. The Manage Images page appears. The image has now been added to our PsychData account. Select the My Surveys link to locate the survey where we will insert the image. The PsychData Online Surveys page appears. Select the desired survey. Choose where in the survey you would like to insert the image and click the Add Question or Text button. There are two ways to insert images into your survey. You can insert an image by clicking on the Rich Text Editor link, which we later explain in the Random Stimulus section. Or you can insert an image by selecting the Insert Image into Survey link. Select the Insert Image into Survey link. The Insert Image into Survey page appears. Select the Insert Image into Survey link. And the image is now part of the survey. Now let's preview the survey from the respondent's perspective. First, select the Preview Survey link, and the image is now part of the survey. You can also insert a page break into your survey. Inserting a page break requires participants to click the Continue button to proceed to the next page. Page breaks are useful to divide a longer survey into several shorter sections. This is also a useful feature when using the Save and Return option, which we discussed in Module 2. When participants leave a survey but plan to later return and finish, they will be directed to the next page of the survey. Inserting several page breaks into a survey helps to ensure that there will be fewer unanswered questions on a Save and Return survey. Click Next to continue with the tutorial. Again, locate the survey you want to add a page break to, and the Editing Sample Survey page appears. Locate where you would like to insert the page break and click the Add Question or Text button, and the Add Question or Text page appears. Select the page break link, and the page break has now been inserted. Now let's view the page break from a participant's point of view. Select the Preview Survey link, and we can see as the participant begins to take the survey, because our page break was inserted after question 3, the participant must click the Continue to Next Page button to proceed. And the participant can now continue taking the survey. Skip logic is very similar to directly linking surveys, which was explored in Module 2. Skip logic directs participants to a question within a different survey. Please note that skip logic is different from question logic. Skip logic leads all participants to a different survey or question at a certain point in a survey, regardless of their responses. Question logic directs participants to different surveys or questions based on their different responses to a particular question. We will explain question logic in more detail in Module 5. Skip logic is not only used for directing participants to different surveys, it can also be used to jump within the same survey. For example, you may have Group A answer a set of questions and skip over the set of questions intended for Group B. Click Next to continue with the tutorial. First, locate and select desired survey, and the Editing Example Survey page appears. Locate and select where you'd like to use the skip logic, and select the skip logic link. The Add Edit Skip Logic page appears, and from the first drop-down you will see all the surveys in your account. Select the survey you want participants to move to. And from this drop-down, choose the destination question, and click Submit. The skip logic has been added to our survey. Now let's see how skip logic works from a participant's point of view. The respondent takes the survey, then clicks the Continue to Next Page button. The skip logic appears as a page break, and the participant does not realize that they were actually two separate surveys instead of one. Because we use skip logic, the participant is taken directly to the Certificate of Completion survey. The Random Stimulus Assignment feature allows you to present different stimuli, images or text, within a survey to participants in a random order. This is useful when you want some participants to see or read one thing, but you want other participants to see or read something else. You can have up to 15 stimuli presented randomly. This can also be combined with question logic, in that the participant answers a certain way, they are shown random stimuli, or vice versa. Click Next to continue with the tutorial. Select the survey you want to add the random stimulus to, and the editing page for the survey appears. So we can locate where we'd like to add the random stimulus assignment within the survey, and click the Add Question or Text button, or if you're at the end of the survey, click the Rapidly Add New Questions to the End of Survey button. The Add Question or Text page appears, so select the Random Stimulus Assignment link, and the Random Stimulus Assignment page appears. Select the drop-down to determine how many different random stimuli could be viewed by a participant. Remember that each participant will only see one of the random stimuli and may not even realize other participants will see a different random stimulus. Select the number of random stimuli you want to present and click the Submit button. A text entry box appears for each of the number of stimuli you have selected. You may have a statement that you'd like to enter here as your random stimulus, or you could insert an image. To insert an image, scroll to the bottom of the page to access images already located in your account. We discussed how to upload images to your account earlier in this module. For this example, let's present images as our random stimuli. Select the Click to View My Image Collection link. This opens a new window that allows you to view your uploaded images. Select the URL of the image you'd like to present and copy the URL path. Click on the Image button and paste the copied URL into the URL field and click the OK button. The image appears in the text entry box. From here you can resize if necessary. Now let's add our other images to the remaining random stimuli. After you have entered the desired information for all of the random stimuli, click the Submit button. The Add Question or Text page appears. You can then enter the questions you would like to appear after the participant views the random stimuli. After adding the desired questions, select the Return to Edit Survey link, and the editing page appears and shows all of the possible random stimuli that a participant could see. Now let's see how this survey appears from a participant's perspective. The participant starts the survey and clicks the Continue to Next Page button. This page begins with the random stimulus. This participant views an image of Da Vinci's Mona Lisa before continuing to answer questions. Now let's see how this page looks for a different participant. After starting the survey, this page begins with a different random stimulus, Picasso's painting, Guernica. This participant will answer the same set of questions as the first participant. The only thing that has changed is the image shown before the questions. Since we created 3 random stimuli, let's also look at this page from a third participant's perspective. For this respondent, the page begins with our third random stimulus, Coolidge's painting, A Friend in Need. Again, the same questions appear after the image. When you download the data, it includes a random stimulus column, so you can see which random stimulus was seen by each participant. The respondent ID is a numeric identification code that is uniquely created for each participant in each and every survey, regardless if the surveys are linked. We already discussed this feature in modules 2 and 3. This section explains how to display the participant's respondent ID on the survey for the participant to view in print. This is helpful if you'd like the participant to keep their respondent ID for later use, such as survey linking. This feature is also used for when the participant must print a certificate of completion as proof that he or she has taken the survey. Click Next to continue with the tutorial. Again, we locate the survey we would like to add the respondent ID to. The editing page of our survey appears. In this example, we are in the survey titled Certificate of Completion. And we click where we would like to insert the respondent ID into the survey. The Add Question or Text page appears, and we select the respondent ID item. You can see the note in green indicating that the random ID has been successfully added to your survey. Next, select the Return to Edit survey link, and the Editing Survey page appears. We can see that the respondent ID has been added to the survey. Now let's look at it from a participant's perspective. The participant sees the respondent ID as well as the link for printing. Multiple choice question types allow you to create one question at a time, each with several answer options. For single select questions, the participant can only select one answer option, while for multiple select questions, the participant selects all applicable answer options. Questions may be required, and some may ask for another response. Click Next to continue with the tutorial. Click on any of the headings to skip to that section. Click Next to continue with the Single Select Vertical section. The multiple choice single select vertical question type allows participants to make one selection from a vertical list of answer options. It is best used with questions with only a few answer choices. Once the item is created, you cannot edit the question to remove or add answer choices. You would have to recreate the question. Demographic information is often collected from multiple choice single select question types such as gender or ethnicity. The advantage of using a vertical format over a horizontal format is that the answer options could contain long words or phrases. All of the answer options may not fit in one row if they are very long, causing it to look disorganized or confusing. Click Next to continue with the tutorial. The multiple choice single select horizontal question type allows participants to make one selection from a horizontal list of answer options. It is best used with questions with only a few answer options. Short answers work best when using the horizontal format of this question. In this example, the answers are short number ranges, so the entire row of answer options fits on one line. This saves space and appears organized. Radial circles beside each answer option indicate that the participant can only choose one response. Questions in which the respondent can select multiple answers use square boxes instead of radial circles. Click Next to continue with the tutorial. When you view data in SPSS or Excel for a single select multiple choice question, the question is displayed at the top of the column and the participant's responses are below. PsychData automatically assigns numbers to the answer options in the order in which they appear, from top to bottom or left to right, starting with 1. It's important to note that what participants view in your directions may not be the same as the numeric coding assigned in the data file by PsychData. For example, the participant may be asked to answer how frequently they eat breakfast on a 4-point scale, with 0 equal to rarely and 4 to equal to every day. The data file will be coded 1 to 5. Therefore, you will want to recode the data before analysis. In this example, we are looking at the data for the question, what is your gender? The first answer option, male, was labeled 1, while female was labeled 2. All of the data for this question is in a single column under the question's heading. Please note that this is a single select question, which means that participants could only select male or female. We will soon talk about multiple select questions and examine the differences between them. Click Next to continue with the tutorial. You can also create a single select question with a drop-down menu, where participants select a single answer from a drop-down list. This question type is best used when there are many different answer options. Using a drop-down menu question in this case will take up less space on your survey than the other single select question types. Click Next to continue with the tutorial. The multiple select vertical question type is appropriate to use when you would like to give the participant the opportunity to select more than one answer option. When using this type of question in your survey, be sure to include the phrase "choose all that apply" in the directions. Notice that the answer options for multiple select or check all that apply questions are a square, while single select or choose only one option questions have a circle. This is an easy visual cue to checking that you chose the correct question type. Click Next to continue with the tutorial. When you view data in SPSS for a multiple select, multiple choice question, each answer option is displayed at the top of the column, and the participants' responses are below. The question is displayed at the top of the first column of answer options. If a participant checked that answer option, a 1 appears below the appropriate heading. If not, then a 0 is placed in the cell. In this example, we are looking at the data for the question, what type of non-alcoholic beverages do you typically drink? The first column indicates when the respondents checked water, and the following columns indicate when they checked juice, coffee, or sodas. You can see that 4 participants checked juice because there are 4 number 1s below the heading. Click Next to continue with the tutorial. The multiple select horizontal question type is appropriate to use when you would like to give the participant the opportunity to select more than one answer option. When using this type of question in your survey, be sure to include the phrase "choose all that apply" in the directions. Again, the horizontal format works best with shorter answer options so that they may all fit together in one row. Click Next to continue with the tutorial. The free response question types allow your participant to type in any text for their answers. Each question type has a limit on the number of characters a participant can enter. Click Next to continue with the tutorial. Click on any of the headings to skip to that section. Click Next to continue with the 2-character limit section. The 2-character limit free response type allows participants to respond with no more than 2 characters in their answer. The characters can be any combination of numbers, letters, and special characters. This type of response is appropriate for collecting age or initials. Click Next to continue with the tutorial. The 10-character limit free response type allows participants to respond with no more than 10 characters in their answer. The characters can be any combination of numbers or letters. This type of response is appropriate for collecting phone numbers or other short responses. Click Next to continue with the tutorial. The 100-character limit free response type allows participants to respond with no more than 100 characters in their answer. The characters can be any combination of numbers and letters. This type of response is appropriate for collecting longer answers. You could put a series of these together to collect a list from participants. For example, if you wanted to know 3 locations from each participant, you could have 3 response boxes. Click Next to continue with the tutorial. The 1,000-character limit free response question allows participants to respond with no more than 1,000 characters in their answer. The characters can be any combination of numbers or letters. This type of question is appropriate for collecting longer strings of additional information from the respondent. As the participant types his or her answer, the number of characters remaining will change. This allows the participants to know when they are close to their answer limit. Click Next to continue with the tutorial. The matrix question types allow you to create many multiple choice questions simultaneously, which all use the same response format. Breaking your multiple choice questions into smaller groups allows your participants to see the column header. While the 8,000 character limit free response question has an 8,000 character limit, you'll notice that there are only 7,900 characters remaining, even though the response field is blank. This is for import purposes. Technically, the participant can only type up to 7,900 characters. Again, as the participant types his or her answer, the number of characters remaining will change. This allows the participant to know when they are close to their answer limit. Click Next to continue with the tutorial. The matrix question types allow you to create many multiple choice questions simultaneously, which all use the same response format. Breaking your multiple choice questions into smaller groups allows your participants to see the column headers. All matrix questions allow you to insert instructions at the time you create the question. Click Next to continue with the tutorial. Click on any of the headings to skip to that section. Click Next to continue with the single select vertical matrix question type. The single select vertical question type allows participants to make one selection from a vertical list of answer options. The matrix style allows you to create one set of directions for a group of questions that contains the same answer options. When creating these questions, PsychData will automatically duplicate the answer options so that you do not have to type them out for each question in the group. Click Next to continue with the tutorial. Similar to the multiple choice question type of the same name, the single select horizontal question type allows participants to make one selection from a horizontal list of answer choices. The matrix question type duplicates the answer options so that you can enter one set of directions for a group of questions with the same answers. This question type is appropriate for rating statements on a continuum, such as Likert scales. In this example, participants are asked to rate their agreement with multiple statements, ranging from disagree strongly to agree strongly. The question is organized so that the participant can choose one response per row, thus taking up less space. Click Next to continue with the tutorial. The single select with poles vertical question commonly contains numerics between two opposite poles, such as very negative and very positive, or strongly agree and strongly disagree. Click Next to continue with the tutorial. Similar to its vertical counterpart, the single select with poles horizontal question commonly contains numerics between two opposite poles. This is also similar to the Likert style in that the poles are most often used horizontally on a continuum. The horizontal format is usually preferable over the vertical format because it saves space and appears more organized. Click Next to continue with the tutorial. The drop-down menu single select vertical is similar to the multiple choice drop-down menu option in that participants select a single answer from each drop-down menu. This question type is best used when there are many different answer options because it will take up less space on your survey than other single select question types. However, the matrix drop-down style allows you to use several drop-down menus per answer. Because it is a matrix, the same answer options are given for all of the questions within the group. This is useful when the answers include a month, day, and year, as shown in this example. Click Next to continue with the tutorial. In the drop-down menu single select horizontal question, participants select a single answer from several drop-down menus. The advantages are the same for this question type as for its vertical counterpart. However, using a horizontal drop-down menu in this case will take up less space on your survey than the vertical option, as shown in this example. Click Next to continue with the tutorial. Similar to the multiple choice multiple select, the multiple select vertical matrix version of this question type is appropriate to use when you would like to give the participant the opportunity to select more than one answer option. The advantage to use a matrix question is when you have a group of similar questions with the same answer options. In this example, a list of different beverages is given with the answer options under each beverage, so that the participant can indicate on which days he or she enjoys each individual beverage. Remember, when using this question in your survey, be sure to include the phrase "choose all that apply" in the directions. Click Next to continue with the tutorial. The multiple select horizontal question is similar to the multiple select vertical question. The advantage of the horizontal format is that it saves space and appears more organized. In many cases, how you group questions makes the survey appear shorter to the participant, and this is important when you have many items in your survey. Click Next to continue with the tutorial. The free response 50-character limit vertical question allows participants to respond with no more than 50 characters per box. The characters can be any combination of numbers or letters. The matrix style repeats the same answer option for all questions within that group. This type of response is appropriate for collecting lists of information, as shown in this example. Click Next to continue with the tutorial. The free response 50-character limit horizontal question is the same as its vertical counterpart, in that it allows participants to respond with no more than 50 characters per box. The characters can be any combination of numbers and letters, and the matrix style repeats the same answer options for all questions within that group. This type of response is also appropriate for collecting lists of information, as shown in this example. And choosing the horizontal format over the vertical format has the benefit of saving space on the survey. Click Next to continue with the tutorial. PsychData offers some additional or miscellaneous question types. Rank order and constant sum questions do not fit into other categories. Their purpose is different from both multiple choice and free response questions, and we will explore their benefits in this section. Click Next to continue with the tutorial. Click on any of the headings to skip to that section. Click Next to continue with the rank order section. Participants can rank order a series of items. For example, if you wanted participants to choose the most important to least important item in a series. When the rank order question type is set to required, the internal engine enforces ranking 1 through X, with X equal to the total number of answers, with one rank per item and no more than one item ranked at the same level. This will keep a respondent from choosing more than one item in the list as most important. Click Next to continue with the tutorial. Similar yet more powerful than a rank order, the constant sum question allows participants to assign a specific number of points to items in a list. You can set this question type to total the numbers entered by the participant to ensure that he answered them appropriately, without entering numbers greater than 100, for example. By selecting the answer required box, the participant is unable to advance in the survey until he enters the numbers correctly. Constant sum is also a useful question type when you'd like to determine a percentage or how often respondents participate in certain activities. For example, the percentages must add up to 100% before the participant can move on, which ensures consistency and accuracy. Click Next to continue with the tutorial. Congratulations, you've completed Module 4. Go to PsychData.com to continue with more tutorials.